Hello everyone, this is Mr. Santana and I just want to go over how to solve systems of linear equations, in particular linear equations. So first we start by looking at the two equations that we are provided. At this moment in time, I want to definitely go over how to do this using substitution. That said, we don't have anything here that's easily substitutable. So I'm gonna take this equation right here only because y it's independent. It doesn't have a coefficient. There's no number in front of it. So I definitely want to take that one and make the changes we need to make. It's not gonna be difficult because of the fact that y is by itself. Okay, so what we want to do is, let's make sure we get this. All right, can't do that anymore. All right, so what I want to do is isolate y, which means just solve for y. So looking at this 3x right here, I know that I have to take it away from there because it's being added to the y. So if I do that here, then you have to keep in mind that the equal sign is where the balance is. So I have to also subtract it here. So 9 minus 3x. And then you have 3x plus y minus 3x. What ends up happening is we can cross these out, and you're left with y right here. Y equals negative 3x plus 9. So that second equation that we're working on now becomes this by just a small switch. So y equals negative 3x plus 9. That's what this is equal to. Now what this says is that y is 3x plus 9. So I'm going to take the first equation and I'm going to use that. 2y minus 6x equals 6. Now, the only way that you can have a solution is if x and y match for both equations. So that's why I'm allowed to substitute here the way that I'm about to. So what I want you to know is I already know that y is negative 3x plus 9. So that means I'm going to erase this and substitute it with minus 3x plus 9. And I'm going to need a little space there, so let me just make sure I have it. There you go. Go back here. Here's my 9 parentheses, and there should be a minus in front of the 6. Right there. So now that I've substituted minus 3x plus 9 or negative 3x plus 9, I have to now use the distributive property, and I'm going to multiply each number in the parentheses that is separated by the plus sign by 2. So 2 times negative 3, and let me write it underneath so that you know where the number is coming from, and 2 times 9. Okay, so this gives me negative 6. And a lot of people tend to forget that there's an x here. You cannot forget to include that x. So this is plus, and then 2 times 9 is 18. Now I did nothing with the rest of the equation, so I have to keep it the same. So negative 6x or minus 6x equals 6. That stays the same. I didn't do anything with that, so that stays the same. Okay? Now, this and this are like terms. I have to simplify the left side of the equal sign, or everything to the left of the equal sign, by bringing like terms together. Okay? I don't have anything that's like the 18 on the left side of the equal sign, so I have to leave it alone. I have equal 6 on the right, and there's nothing to do on that side. It's just 6. So, like I said, I'm going to bring together negative 6x and minus 6x. So let me write that down here so you know what the step is. minus 6x minus 6x. And that should look more like a 6, right? So that's going to actually give me negative 12x, because negative 6 minus 6 is negative 12. Now I have the plus 18, which was not being combined with anything, and you cannot forget to bring it with you, equals 6. That part stays the same. That was not touched once again. So those are the two things that just continue to come down to the next equation. And mind you, it's equivalent because all you're doing is simplifying it. Okay, at this point, now we're ready to do some work. You can take away 18 from this side as the inverse of plus 18. But if you do it on the left side of the equal sign, you have to do it on the right side of the equal sign to keep the equation balanced. So as we did before over here, we can cross these out, and I'm left with negative 12x. And what I have on the other side is 6 minus 18, which is negative 12. At this point, you might already know what the answer is supposed to be, but I'll go ahead and finish it out. As the coefficient of x, negative 12 has to be divided at this point, but you divide 12 on both sides, or negative 12 on both sides. As we tend to do, we will cross out the negative 12 here. That's next to the x. That means that negative 12 divided by negative 12 is 1. 1 times x is just x. So the x is what you're left with on the left side of the equal sign. On the right, negative 12 divided by negative 12 is 1. So that means that x is 1. We have one of our numbers. One of our numbers. Now you can look at this and ask yourself which one is the easiest one to use. And by that I mean one of the two equations. That's completely and totally up to you. You can choose either one. You're going to get the same value for y regardless, because in this case that is one of the solution pieces. So at this point I'm going to write here solution, because our goal is to get a coordinate, right? And coordinates are written x comma y in parentheses. So we already have 1. X equals 1. Now we have to get the other number, which is y. And just for the sake of argument, I'm going to pick the first equation. No, since I used that to solve it, I'm going to use the other equation, 3x plus y. I'm going to draw a line right here. So 3x plus y equals 9. We know that x is 1. Or better yet, let's do it the other way so you see it. Substituting 1 for x. So there, I'm going to, instead of writing x, I'm going to write 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus some number has to be equal to 9. Again, at this point, some of you already know what this is, but I will take the extra step. Since this is plus, I'm going to subtract the 3 on both sides of the equal sign. On the left side is 3 plus y minus 3, so I get to cross this out. And on the right side of the equal sign is 9 minus 3, so y equals 6. That is what you're left with. So our solution is 1 comma 6. That means that if I was graphing these two equations right here, if I was graphing them, then the solution, or the point where they cross, is 1 comma 6. That is the solution.